Hey guys, it's your boy Chris from Gemini K9 Obedience, and today we're working on this sit in motion, an exercise that we do in Schutzen or IPO. So we're going to teach you the fundamentals and how we start the exercise. And so we have Mark with Donnie, so let's get started. All right, so when you're ready, let's get him into the start position using our food. Very nice. So as you notice, he's got his bait in his hand, palm facing the ground. He's going to go forward a few steps, at which time then he's going to say to the dog, sit. He's going to draw the food back and turn or pivot in front of the dog. When you're ready, let's try. Sit in motion. Nice, he marks it, rewards and release. Again, what it is, we're starting, brand new dog, young to the game. We've got the food in our hand, palm facing the ground. We say to the dog, Foos, leading off with our left foot, of course, moving slowly. We say to the dog, Zeets. Now, normally when I do it, eventually with the advanced dog, I will give the command once the right foot is forward and the left foot is back. So it helps to keep the dog back. Say Zeets, draw the hand back, simultaneously pivoting in front of the dog, keeping the palm facing the ground. The dog's nose is obviously there. The dog now will drop the bum, at which time I mark and reward. The reason for the pivot is to block the dog so we don't get what we call travel, where I've seen some people do this, sit, and then walk away, but sometimes you may get a little step forward from the dog. So we find that by pivoting and blocking the behavior, it stops the travel, and again, you're still maintaining good focus from your dog. So when you're ready, let's get the dog straight in position. So when we're starting the exercises, I like the dog in proper position. When you're ready, let's go forward. Sit in motion. Good, not bad. Release, running back. Good, so we want to keep that bait hand very close to the nose as you're drawing it back. Let's try it again. Palm facing the ground. Forward. Sit in motion. Good, not bad. Let's try another one. So ideally, what you want to do is you're going forward. When it's time, you're going to do this. Zeets, draw it back, and then turn. Okay, let's try it. Zeets, then turn. Much better. So by doing it that way, what happens now, it helps to keep the dog straight. He doesn't turn with the handlers. Because sometimes what will happen is, if we do this, Zeet, look what happens to the hand. The hand actually flips back. It turns, so it causes the dog to turn. So what I like to do is almost like a gear shifter in a car. We're moving forward. Zeets, this comes back first. Keep it in position as you pivot. So literally the hand is drawn back. It pivots as my body pivots, and the dog maintains position. Let's try that one again. Keep it close to the nose. Good. Reward, release. Oh, we'll try one more. Let's get him in position. There you go. And release. Lots of praise. Lots of praise. And again, we're talking about a young dog. It's a pup. And so we start everything, obviously, with the use of food. And then later on, we can show you how to incorporate mild corrections to help the dog to maintain the behavior. So once again, when working the sit in motion, it's very important that the target hand comes back first as you pivot. So this will help the dog to drop its bum immediately. The dog will not turn with you, at which time you mark and then you reward the dog. What I find happens is when we start to walk away from the dog, once we execute the sit in motion and we start to move away from the dog, if you do that on a regular basis, what I found is some dogs tend to slow up the behavior. So what will happen is initially they're going to react quick, sit, and then you're going to get some hydraulics. And what happens is it becomes habit, because they know ultimately they're going to get their reward, and you weren't there to block the behavior. By blocking, you cause the dog to drop the bum faster. And remember, what we're trying to do is create habits. So you can create an unwanted habit by telling him sit and walk away. And in time, like I said, we've seen some dogs start to slow up. They hydraulic sit. So instead of letting that happen, 99% of the time, I do the turn and block. And then that other 1%, what'll happen is we're gonna test the dog to make sure that he will maintain that same behavior as we move away from him. So keep that in mind. If you give the command and walk away, you can actually reinforce a slower sit. So you try your best to give the command, block, and reinforce, whether it be with the treat or ultimately the toy. Completed our video on the sit in motion. So you saw the fundamentals and how we established the behaviors. Remember, if you do the sit in motion and you always walk away, eventually you can reinforce a very slow sit. So remember what we said about using your block. This is the key to executing a very quick sit in motion. If you like that video you saw today, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and please hit that subscribe button on your screen. Until next time, folks, take care.